Hello everyone, my name is GhostOPTC, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing off my teams versus the upcoming treasure map Franky. So, I'm not going to be touching on what this character does, because I've already done it. I'll just let you guys know this is a very strong treasure map character. But if you want to hear my opinions on him, go check out my video where I talk about the treasure map recruits as well as the new Franky. So yeah, I'll be starting off with my teams very recently. But yeah, let's get started right now, once I scroll down. So the first team is versus Carrot, which will be using double Zoro. So Carrot will reduce all character special charge time by 5 turns, and then she'll remove your beneficial effects, give 2 turns of special bind, 1 turn of fear, 1 turn of hunger, and 1 turn of attack down below at 2.3 times chain. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but for the special bind, we're using a Zoro friend captain. For the chain, we are using the Arena Luffy, and we use Bon Clay to get around the hunger. Everything else is just for more damage output, like the orb boost on Zoro, the base attack boost from Bon Clay, as well as a color affinity boost from Quella. There shouldn't be many problems with this, because obviously we're also going to be wave clearing stages 1 and 2 with the Zoro type, super type specials. So yeah, this team should be pretty reliable in how it goes. I don't see too many issues with it now, but in the future, maybe it won't have as much damage output, and I'll have to switch out some characters. But as of now, I think it'll be sitting pretty comfortably. So yeah, let's move on to the next team. Alright, so now we have the second Battle Rush boss versus Khalifa. So we're going to be using Double Kid for this fight. So let's look at what this battle does. So our Driven and Powerhouse as well as Shooter characters will get minus 5 turns of special charge. We'll get a full board of Poison and Block slots, 5 turns of Special Bind on our crewmates, 5 turns of Defense up, 5 turns of Resilience, and a 1 turn of a 30 hit barrier. So Shiryu will be removing the Poison slots. Magellan and Hannibal will get around the barrier as well as the defense up. The treasure map Moria will get around the defense up and the special bind. And because we're using Kid, we can get an attack and or boost because we're using double Kid. We can get around those block slots with Kid special, and we can use his super class specials to wave clear stages 1 and 2. Now Killer is on the team just for a color affinity boost, but so Shiryu is also a color affinity booster, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. I'm pretty sure Killer provides a higher color affinity boost, so if you want more damage output, use him. So yeah, this team is going to be sitting pretty comfortably. So yeah, I mean, this team obviously has a lot of buffs going for it. But yeah, let's move on to the third Battle Rush boss. Alright, so now we have the versus Nami Battle Rush boss. So this team is pretty weird, and I'll definitely be making changes to it before the actual treasure map comes out. So let's look what this boss does. So our Powerhouse, Cerebral, and Striker characters will get minus 5 turns of special charge time. We'll get a full board of empty, block, and bomb slots. 8 turns of paralysis, 5 turns of chain coefficient reduction, and I hate this, but there's 1 turn of damage and nullification. So yeah, this team is really weirdly structured just because we have to get around everything. So Queen has a pretty usable captain effect, so we're going to be using him, and we'll be using a Black Maria friend captain. The Black Maria friend captain will get around the 8 turns of paralysis, and also will get around the empty block and bomb slots. And as for page 1, no, it's not page 1. As for X Drake, he's going to give us a chain lock for the chain coefficient reduction, as well as removing the damage null. Morley is just on this team because we needed a Dex character, and he is getting some minus charge time. Franky is on this team, and Beppo is on this team just because we need quick characters for X Drake special. So yeah, this team is okay, and I'll definitely be making changes to it before the treasure map. But yeah, let's move on to the next team, well, the next Battle Rush boss. Alright, so now we have the final Battle Rush boss against Robin. So let's check out what she does. So our Strength, Dex, and Quick characters will get minus 5 turns of special charge time. We'll get 8 turns of Top Row to Spare and 8 turns of Top Row Bind, 5 turns of Attack Down, and 5 turns of Reduced Damage taken on the enemy, and then 90% attack down below at 3.5 times chain lock. So the combo of Page 1 and Ulti is going to give us a, we'll get rid of all of the debuffs except the chain. And so that's why I'm kind of at, because I just remembered that even if you have a 3.5 times chain, you're not going to be able to get around it unless you bring another effect that's above a 3.5 times chain. So I'm actually going to change it up right now, so I guess you guys will watch me as I do this. It's not exactly fun to be doing this because like it's in the middle of a video, but like I gotta kind of find some way to get around it. But I'll be using a Who's Who friend captain, and sorry about that loud noise. That was my cat. Um, but yeah, we'll be using a Who's Who friend captain for a chain boost, and because we need a strength, dex, or quick character, we're going to, much spoiler, we'll put the Rogue and X Drake character, but I end up putting another character on accident, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this team is like actually not a bad team. Like we can get a conditional boost, we can get a chain boundary, we get an attack boost. I just have to change it back. We get the like chain buff. Like this team isn't bad. It's just like I had a mistake in the middle of the video, and so yeah, I just decided instead of cutting it out, when I show you guys my process of racking through my brain to find what units would work, and I just put them. But it's a really high point boost, actually, a 3.54 point boost, as well as Sanji giving us a powerhouse attack boost. So yeah, this team is going to do a lot of damage when it comes down to it. So yeah, now that that's done, let's move on to the final boss against Boa Hancock. Alright, so now we have the final boss fight versus Boa. So Boa will reduce our fighter, striker, and cerebral character's special charge time. And on the battle 2, we'll get a full board of block slots, 5 turns of attack down, 5 turns of crewmate special bind, 1 turn of strength, quick, and int damage nullification, and 3 turns of a 2 perfect barrier. And on the final boss stage, a full board of int slots, 8 turns of the left column bind, 12 turns of decreased chain, 5 turns of right column paralysis, type timing becomes harder, and 3 turns of a 2 perfect barrier. Now, Marco, well, let's talk about the second stage. So, pretty much Robin will get around everything. She gets around the attack down, she gives an attack boost, she gets around the block slots, and gets around the special bind, which is really good. We can use one of our Marco specials there as well. We can use one of the super classes of Marco on the previous stage to carry in a chain boost and a higher attack boost than Robin's. And then as for the final boss room, we can use Marco for an attack boost, X-Ray for an orb boost, a chain boundary, and removing the paralysis with Sabo, and then getting rid of the bind with Luffy. And in slots are treated as beneficial with a Robin sub as well as Marco's captain. So we have a full board of slots. So yeah, and a 4.3 times chain, not chain, treasure point boost. Yeah, this team is pretty strong. So let's move on to the intrusion boss. Alright, so now the intrusion boss is going to be with double bond clay. Now, our fighter, spirit, and powerhouse characters are going to get minus special charge time, and on battle 2, 6 turns of crewmate bind, and our strength, dex, and quick slots are going to be unfavorable. And after you defeat the character, full HP recovery and 100,000 damage. And on battle 3, it'll be either become a quick or an int character, forward of block slots, 8 turns of not paralysis, attack onto your strength, quick, and int characters, 5 turns of special bind, 5 turns of paralysis, and 2 turns of hunger. So I actually made a mistake with this team, and you guys will see that I changed it up actually, because I didn't realize that before I recorded this actually, well, before I started recording this, I didn't realize that the attack down was only to strength, quick, and int characters. So I was struggling with trying to get a way to remove it, but now that I realized that I can just bring extra for an orb boost. So yeah, this team works out really well. We can get around all of the gimmicks pretty easily. And as for the death hit, we have Roger. Roger is going to give us an 80% damage reduction. And then we'll use one of Bonclay's specials on stage 2. And it should be enough damage to kill. And then on the final boss, and then also getting around the bind, we have Halloween Ace support on Sabo to get around the bind. So we have an attack boost on the boss stage, or boost, chain boundary, full body slot since double Bonclay, and a very high point boost. So yeah, this team is going to be very easy. Well, the intrusion boss will be no struggle for this team. So yeah, let's hit it right back into the outro. And that's going to wrap up my commentary for this video. Overall, my teams are going to work pretty well against this piece of content, and I might change up a few of them, but you guys will see that in the next video where I show off some of my teams. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.